Welcome to my first Witcher build, you dodgy bastards. This is a starter build that works on every difficulty, and everything that you see has been recorded on Death March difficulty. Before level 10 or so, it is really hard to create something cohesive, so that is why I have decided to wait until level 11 so that I can do this particular build that is very easy to use and deals extraordinary amount of damage. I'm calling it an assassin build because we are using 3 pieces of assassin armor combined with griffin chest piece. Unfortunately, this combination will look bloody awful and it seems like we are wearing diapers, but trust me, they are not full this time. Only ones who will have full diapers are the ones trying to oppose us. Since this is only level 11 build, you can build on top of it however you like, as there are many possibilities to choose from. As I progress through the game, I will give you more and more build possibilities for early, mid and late game. This is what the stats look like at level 11. We have high amount of damage done with silver sword and steel sword. From both swords we dish enormous amount of critical hit damage, and that's the whole point of this build, especially with fast attacks. Fast attacks are heavily boosted in this build, so discrepancy between damage done with strong attacks and fast attacks is not that high. Basis of this build is critical hit damage with fast attacks. We do insane amount of critical hit damage, at least for this level. Steel sword that I'm using is called Spikeroog Longsword. It has 75% increased critical hit damage bonus. Diagram for this sword can be obtained at Oxenfurt from Journeyman Blacksmith. Silver sword that I'm using is very underleveled, but it's still good. I found it somewhere at Sunken Treasure marker, I don't know where exactly. The more important thing is that it has 3 open slots. In both sword slots I tend to use on higher difficulties anything that would slow down my enemy. That means freeze, stun and stagger being the primary ones. However, I leave this to you. Go for whatever you want. At this point it doesn't matter that much. I'm using a medium armor chest piece called Griffin armor that is part of the Griffin set, mainly because it increases our armor when compared to light ones, and it gives resistance to damage from monsters. Monsters tend to do a lot of damage, so this is a really nice defensive boost that none of the non-Witcher gear gives. Other 3 slots are Assassin gloves, Assassin trousers and Assassin boots. Assassin gloves are really good because they give plus 10% critical hit chance, and Assassin trousers give plus 350 vitality. Assassin boots are not that relevant, but they are the only level 10 boots I found in the game that are light armor, so that's why I went with them. There are many good potions that you can use with this build. I'm using basic Thunderbolt potion that increases attack power by 30% and also Wraith Decoction that casts Quench Shield if a single hit decreases our vitality by more than a third. Although I haven't used it at all in this video. Next to those, use Swallow and White Rafford Decoction for vitality restoration purposes. My skill setup looks like this. First we have Survival Instinct that increases maximum vitality by 500, which is important in hard difficulties. Enemies tend to do a lot of damage, so having high vitality is really good. Cat's Cool Techniques general passive increases critical hit damage and fast attack damage by each piece of light armor that we have, and we have currently 3 pieces equipped. Focus is especially useful at this stage of the game because at this point we hardly can get to something that could use adrenaline points to our advantage, but because of focus we get increased weapon damage and sign intensity when we have adrenaline points. Gourmet passive on hard difficulties is one of the best skills in the game because it will make you regenerate health all the time, and that is extremely useful thing to have. From combat tree I am using 2 passive skills. One is Fleet-footed because it reduces damage received while dodging by 100% and increases adrenaline point gain as well. Dodging is the best defensive method when fighting monsters, so by having this, we increase our survivability by a lot. Last skill is called Muscle Memory. It increases fast attack damage by 25% at maximum level. Self-explanatory, we are using fast attacks as much as possible. More damage, the better. That's it. That's all for this build. I hope it will help you throughout this wonderful game, and it truly does make deathmatch difficulty a lot easier. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more Witcher 3 build videos.